Okay, hopefully this should work without too much trouble. Just give the game a second or two, or the stream a second or two to start up. Excellent, we are good to roll. Okay, so wait until there's a few people here. So the first thing is, it is still, once again, ridiculously hot here in the UK. It's currently about, actually, what is it outside? I've been out earlier this morning. It was absolutely boiling. It is 25 degrees centigrade outside with a humidity of 53. In the room I'm currently in, it is probably a little bit warmer than that. Hello, Tadeus. How are you doing? It's 26.9 degrees centigrade in this room. So because of that, I have windows open, I have doors open, and I have a fan next to me. So apologies if there's any extra sound, like the fan blowing over the microphone. I've tried to sort of point it away from the microphone so that it's not just blowing air straight over. So hopefully you won't be able to hear that on the mic too much, but better that than me sort of dying from heat stroke. So, Steel Division Normandy 44. This is the new game by Eugene Systems. Those are the guys that made Wargaming and Ruse. Published by Paradox Interactive. This game has been available in sort of beta, so to speak, if you pre-ordered the game. And it's only been released a couple of days. I haven't played with it much. I think I'm just going to play the campaign. I haven't even finished working through the tutorials yet. I did have a couple of goes on skirmishes against the AI when playing in the beta. And wasn't particularly good at it. I'm still learning. I'm not used to RTS games. I used to play a lot of RTS games a long time ago, but more recently moved more over to turn-based games. So getting used to the micromanagement and the speed requirements of a real-time strategy again is a little bit tricky. What I do want to do though is I do want to just finish the final tutorial, which is just going to be a skirmish anyway. So combat phases and victory conditions. I pretty much know how the combat phases and victory conditions work, but you get achievements for all of these little bits of the tutorial, so I figured I might as well dive in and do the final one.
In this exercise, you will be free to put to use what you have already learned in a real skirmish condition. You're being granted access to all the classes of the battle group. Click Next to compose your battle group. Fill all the units' pack slots available to validate your battle group.
Okay, so let's go and start putting some battle groups together. We're going to need a couple of recons.
Can reveal enemy positions and sneak up stealthily into enemy territory. Fill all slots with the available pack.
So let's go and do that. I guess I'm not going to have too many options. It's probably given me just the right number of units.
Various functions depending on their equipment and are deployed with their transport.
So we've got the machine gun. Rifles, airborne rifles with machine gun. Yeah, it's giving us like just the right amount.
Tanks are powerful, but blind units able to engage any ground threat. Fill all slots with the available pack.
Yeah, there's no real options
here. Support
here.
Units can provide leadership or fire support, or supply ground units. Fill all slots with the available pack.
I don't know why they didn't just do this automatically, because it's not like I've got options.
Can ambush and neutralize armored vehicles. Fill all slots with the available pack.
Okay.
Anti-air units protect your ground units from aerial threat by suppressing any aircraft in their range. Fill all slots with the available pack.
What's the difference between the two? No, it's just a bit of a better firepower. Artillery
units can strike at long range,
mortars,
while the mobile OP units can call in heavy off-map artillery strike.
And then finally
all
planes.
Have various functions,
Scout, dogfighters, attack craft, heavy bombers.
Packs.
So again, exactly the right numbers. Pretty much not really a point in letting me do that. So I guess we've got to go ahead and deploy some stuff.
You will need to gain map control. The more ground you control, the more victory points you earn. Your objective is to have more victory points than the enemy at the 30-minute mark.
Right, I guess we're going to start by getting some scout units in. Let's put these guys on the road, get them to go and unload in these trees.
Steel Division begins in Phase A. Phases determine your requisition points income at different times in the game, and your access to certain units. Phases change every 10 minutes up to the final Phase C. Notice the A, B, or C letters on the unit's pack. B and C unit packs are presently locked. When you build your battle group, make sure to take into consideration which unit pack will unlock to fit your strategy. Position various types of unit in the deployment zone. Click on the Launch Battle button.
Well, I was trying to, but you wouldn't shut up. Right, so you guys, I want you to go and offload and get in these trees somewhere so we can see what is coming. There's not really many places we can scout on this side of the road, but I would like to have some scouts over here. So let's get you guys and get you to go and get out in those trees there. Could probably do with some more on that side, but I don't want to spend all my points. So let's get some infantry. We've got some airborne here with leaders. Well, they're pretty good units, so let's get you deployed down here. We'll get you off in these bushes. Did that work? No, I didn't have you selected. Get you to disembark in there. Another airborne leaders. Let's get you, if possible. Wish you would have that unit selected when you place them. Let's get you in there. Can we get any tanks? We can get a tank in nice and early. Doesn't give us much left to play with. So let's get a tank in here at the back. And maybe one... Can't even take a supply vehicle at the moment. Maybe we hang on to our last infantry for now and just launch. So let's go for that. Hey Kenny, how you doing? Just thought I'd give this game a try. I played it a little bit in the beta, and this is my sort of first real play of the actual full game. And in fact, what I'm doing here is just playing through the final tutorial, which is essentially a skirmish game. But I'd like to jump into the campaign. The campaign wasn't in the beta version. So you might see at some point I might slow the game down just to make it a little bit easier for me to see what I'm doing. I'm still learning all the shortcut keys.
You earn +1 victory point every second. It means that as long as you retain control of at least 51% of the map, you'll keep scoring every second. Push forward, expand your territory, and your score will continue to increase.
So my squads are going to start to disembark. Looks like they might have something on this side here.
Areas in the domination gauge are displayed on the top right panel. It is crucial for your success to keep an eye on this information. The enemy earns 1 victory point every second. It means that as long as he retains control of at least 51% of the map, he'll keep scoring every second. You need to fight him off and expand your influence area, or his score will continue to increase. You have just received +90 requisition point. Requisition points are earned every minute and are feedbacked on your requisition menu. Requisition points increase at each phase change. The cost of a unit is indicated on its card. Buy or save your requisition points for your next move. It all depends upon your strategy.
Okay, so can we take out these machine guns? Got no line of sight. If we move up this way a little bit more, we probably can. I think they've got something on this side. They're definitely pushing forwards. So we want to be a little bit careful. We might move these scouts over here and see what we can see. I do have, or at least I did ask for, a tank to come on from this side. I'm not sure what happened to that tank. Oh, it looks like they're coming at me with some sort of Jeep.
Radio check, Red 1 through 6, over.
So let's go and start attacking that. So moving these guys over, hopefully we'll get a bit of a better vision of what's going on over here. Let's get you guys over in this field. Don't know where that supply truck went, but it moved away. Not sure if we're going to have the range on those mortars. Right, we have spotted some enemies. Can't see what we've got on this side yet. Surprisingly enough, my scouts can't see them. Let's see if we can get you in there. Let's get you guys a little bit closer, actually. I'm going to go ahead and get you to offload over here. Yeah, there's definitely something trying to push in from this side.
Ready for orders.
You guys go and get in over there, because I don't know what I'm expecting. Let's see if we can move forwards with this tank a little bit. You're still firing at this guy, which is fine. As soon as those mortars get offloaded, we can start firing at that MG42. Still can't see what we've got over in this corner. Hopefully those scouts aren't going to get themselves in a terrible position. Right, mortars. You guys go and fire on this position. Is it out of your range? It is. That's unfortunate. Can you move in a little bit closer? Oh, our scouts have engaged somebody here. We've got grenadiers. We can attack them though. Let's see if we can do that. See if we can get the scouts to back up a little bit. If it is just those guys, we can probably attack them with our tank. Right, mortars. Do you have the range to attack these yet? No, your range is quite low. So let's get you in over here if we can. Right, let's go ahead and start attacking these guys with the grenadiers. Attacking the grenadiers with the tank. They do have some stuff over there. Right, are you guys in good position yet? Let's start moving over here. We do have more units that we could bring in. Let's go ahead and get ourselves an air unit and bring in... Oh, we're not in phase B yet. Let's go ahead and let's get some support. Let's get a supply jeep up here. Let's go ahead and... Not supply jeep. Let's go and get ourselves another airborne in up here. Oh, you need to fall back. We're getting a bit wrecked up here. You're falling back as well. They've got a lot of units up there that I wasn't expecting to see. Right, can you start attacking anything here? Yes, you can. So let's go and do that. I'm surprised we haven't managed to get those guys down. We are pinned down, which is very unfortunate. Resupply trucks are not really going to help. Let's go ahead and see if we can get another tank in over here. Yeah, these guys are pinned down. The artillery is being fired at there. Hey Cam, how you doing? We need to back up there a little bit. We're taking a lot of damage there. Get you guys back. You're falling back. Did we actually take anybody out? You were supposed to be falling back. Did I somehow manage to get two jeeps out here? Yeah, my artillery's pinned down. Right, let's see if we can take out that MG42.
Yes, sir.
You guys can't really do anything at the moment. Love it if you could take that guy down. Right, let's keep attacking this guy. Here come the rest of our tanks. Let's go ahead and try and get that guy out if we can. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Let's get in Grasshopper so we can do a little bit of scouting. See exactly what we've got over here. Really don't like this arty getting pinned down. Right, they do have some air up there, so let's go ahead and get in some anti-air. We can't afford anti-air at the moment, but we can get in a Mustang. So let's get the Mustang in. Keep attacking this guy where we can. Mustang is coming in. Let's keep attacking here with the artillery if we can. The artillery's probably about to die, actually. Can we get it to retreat? Maybe we can. Still taking a lot of damage over here where we don't need to. Right, you are trying to retreat. Can you attack that guy there? Hopefully you've got a line of sight. Let's get some machine guns of our own in here. And yeah, let's go ahead and just try and get some people moving forward. That artillery's really, mortar's really getting pushed back. If we can get you over here, it'll be great. Looks like we've lost another tank. You're still falling back. This is not a good start. Let's start moving in here. Yeah, maybe I pushed forwards a little bit too far. No line of sight there. Can you guys just... No, you're still pinned down. Yeah, you guys fire at that guy. And you fire at that guy as well. Let's try and get rid of at least one unit at a time. Need a lot more requisition points here. You guys are coming in very slowly. There's our other tank.
Loud and clear.
Get us out of here now.
Can we get any anti-air
The enemy
in?
has scored 500 points.
Yeah, no,
we must
we
fight
can't.
back and expand our influence to reverse the trend.
We're losing a bit. We're not in stage B yet. You need 10 minutes to get into stage B.
I hear you. Loud and clear.
It's like we can start attacking this guy now. Oh no, we lost our
I am listening,
machine gunners again, which is unfortunate. Not a good start. Let's get some more guys in. Yeah, they've got a lot over there.
Yes, sir.
We really need to take that out. If we get to the 10-minute mark and we can get a bomber, things will be a lot better. There we go, let's go back onto there. So we are sort of trying to dogfight up here. But yeah, these tanks are getting really done in by their anti-tank, which is unfortunate. Right, can you go and attack on that guy over there? Maybe. You guys are getting in very slowly. Yeah, we're losing pretty much everything here. I just think this is a tutorial mission. This is how difficult the tutorial mission is. So the campaign's going to be pretty solid. So the only thing that I've got against this game at the moment is it's very, very difficult. It's a very tricky game. Air, we still can't get our bombers in. Need 210, not in phase B yet. Let's get the bomber in if we can. Right, you guys, let's go ahead and get you over here. You can't say anything more. Right, we do have a bomber. We really need to take out some of this stuff over here. Can we not get the bomber yet? No, 210 we need. Right, okay.
Beginning of a new phase.
Thunderbolt.
Phase B units are now unlocked, alongside a rise in your requisition points income.
There is good.
Let's get the Thunderbolt to attack over there and see what happens.
Sir, yes, sir.
Right, if you guys can... Well, you are sort of pinned down, which is unfortunate. Let's get you guys to drop in some shots over here.
Do not forget to keep an eye on the front line. It's useful feedback for predicting
Let's
the
start
opponent's
moving you
movement
guys
and
in.
positioning.
And we'll get some more airborne rifles. More air coming in.
Another one bites the dust.
Let's keep trying to see what we've got over here. Still pinned down with you. You are doing some damage. You're kind of caught over there, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, they've got a lot of guys over here.
They've spotted us.
Did you actually come in? There we go. So there's some places. Can we get anti-air yet? Anti-air. Yes, we can. Let's get some anti-air in over here.
War Daddy to Red Leader.
Let's start moving in with some of these tanks. Let's see if we can get you guys to fire on these. Help our scouts. Because scouts are currently pretty pinned down, which is a bit harsh.
Carried away, sir.
Let's get you guys to disembark over there, if we can. Can still do with some more recon. Let's get some more scouts in over here. Let's get you guys in there. There we go. Our anti-air is getting stuff done now. We're forcing their aircraft back, which is a good thing. What about tanks? Can't afford any at the moment.
Radio check Red 1 through 6.
Can we actually take you out? You're really annoying back there. They can't get at you easily, which is kind of a problem. We definitely need some scouts up here so we can see what's going on. Let's go ahead and get a... Actually, let's get the command tank. Let's get you up here. We need some stuff done. Can't see where that guy's gone, actually. Right, we've got you there. Where are the mortars? Mortars are there. You guys go ahead and attack on that position. You're falling back. Still can't see where that other guy's gone.
What are our orders, sir?
Grasshopper is refueling. You guys are being shot at. You are attacking that position, which is very, very good.
Yes, sir.
Did we actually have... Ah, we've got some guys over here that need clearing out. Let's get you in up here. Here comes our command tank. This will help a little bit. Right, scouts. Let's get you to offload and get you over there. Yeah, I'm really sucking at this at the moment, Kenny. It's not good. If only that Thunderbolt would be ready a little bit quicker. Do I have another one? 210. Can't quite afford that one. You're falling back, which is great. Let's get rid of this guy at least. Anti-air can stay there. You're working your way in. You go and move in there. Really need to make the use of my planes if I can. Right, okay, where's my mortar team? You're going to keep firing on this guy. It says you're out of range, but we can still see him. Right, we've got some scouts here. Let's get you over into the bushes here so we can see what we're doing.
For God's sake! Beginning the attack, sir!
Right, let's go and grab ourselves another Thunderbolt. We're going to put that to good use straight away. Try and hit that if we can. I do like the line of sight indicator on this. It's actually very useful. Right, we've managed to do a great deal of damage to you. Let's try and sort of hunt you down a little bit. Let's keep attacking this thing. You say you're out of range, but I think we can still hit it. Let's get the Mustang in, because they've got air units coming in on us, which is not great. I'd like another tank. I can't quite afford one at the moment. The anti-air can stay there. You're still pinned down, which is unfortunate. Right, that tank we've lost, unfortunately. You're still pinned down. Unfortunately, you're still pinned down, because if we could move over there, we could probably go and cap you. Oh, you are falling back. Let's get you moved in over there. Do some damage where we can. Right, we've got another command tank we can get in, so let's get him in over on this side.
Clear the runway, coming in hot.
Right, you're falling back, which is not great. We need to try and move this mortar team forwards. It's a little bit out of decent range for anything. Speaking of arty, we could go ahead and get an off-map arty strike. We do need to wait until we've got some more points before we can do that.
I hear you.
I think we can go and hit that thing from over there and from this side. Right, you're falling back. Good. The enemy's still gaining though. They still have the majority control here. They're getting close. We really need to push back over here. Come on, give me some points. Let's actually go ahead and just grab a cheap infantry with a machine gun, and then we can get in over here and sort of hold that side of the map back a little bit. Let's keep firing here if we can. You're not into position yet. Unfortunately, mortars move really flipping slowly. Because you know they're mortars, that's kind of the problem. Can you go and attack that guy from the back? You're taking a few hits there that I prefer if you weren't. Let's back up a little bit. Can we get a grasshopper in so we can see what's going on?
We'll find him.
Let's go ahead and do that. You guys sort of... Is that really out of range? Doesn't feel like it should be. If you guys fire over there, you might hit something.
Yes, sir.
So the enemy team is looking like getting a victory at the moment. Let's get the command tank up on this side. This one's falling back. Already having our scout shot at, which is not good. Used up the ammo. Okay, let's get the resupply in on this side. Tanks. Keep rolling in with the heavy tanks where we can. Okay, we've got some guys up here. Hopefully we can deal with you. We do have anti-air coming in, so hopefully we can deal with that. You're injured. Right, do you have any range? No, you've got no ammo left. So let's go and move in with the Jeep. Ah, there we go. We seem to be making a little bit of progress now. So I'm going to push in with these tanks. Let's get this tank out of line of sight of whatever that is. We do have another Thunderbolt, so let's go and attack you. Right, arty strike is what we want. Artillery, we want one of you guys. Let's bring you onto the map. Yeah, this tank is taking a lot of hits. Right, let's try and aim over there if we can. Let's bring you back. Flip, we lost a tank again, which is not good.
We're ready, Captain.
Okay, we've got machine guns over here. Let's move them forwards.
This thing, we're done for.
And this anti-tank thing over here is quite annoying, but we're really getting in his face now.
Time to lead from the front.
And he's pinned down, so I think we might actually get rid of that. We've got anti-air to deal with that, so that should be fine. And another command tank coming in. Let's move these rifles forwards. Any more tanks can we get? Yes, keep piling in with the tanks. Do we still have the artillery? Yes, we do. And in fact, where's their main artillery problem? It's you, isn't it? Let's go ahead and do a targeted strike. You're out of sight, unfortunately.
Nothing's moving there anymore.
Can we get in over here and get a line of sight on that?
On sight.
Okay, we should be able to deal with you. You're pinned down anyway, so that shouldn't be an issue. You somehow have managed to get behind us. Okay, we can see some things over here. Fire for effect. You are out of sight apparently, which is really annoying.
The enemy score is quite high. He must
It is very
regain the
high.
lost ground.
I hear you, loud and clear.
But I suck at this game, I already told you. Right, let's go in and get that done. We have managed to force you back. Let's move you over here. Let's see if we can destroy that thing.
At your orders.
Let's go ahead and move you over there. Right, you guys are getting pretty surrounded. So we really need to move these tanks up.
Can't take much more of this.
Yeah, we lost those scouts, which is unfortunate. Can we get some more recon in and get you in over here? A lot of these guys are falling back, which is
At last,
good
the
for
final
us.
Phase C. All units are now unlocked.
Phase
Plus a
C.
final rise in your income. It is time to unleash your full potential.
Let's go ahead and go. Oh, I need 250 for the Marauder, so we'll have to wait on that one. You guys are already pinned down. I'd love to be able to use this artillery, but I can't really see what's going on right now. Let's get you guys over here. You keep moving forwards. Jeep resupply can move forwards. Yeah, 250 needed. So I'm probably going to lose this, but, you know, my first attempt. Amazing that they make a tutorial so difficult. That seems really harsh, but there you go. So, scouts, let's get you over there, as I want to see what's going on. We can go ahead and get the grasshopper in, I suppose. And try and do a little bit of scouting there.
Follow me, men. Attack.
And then we can possibly use our off-screen artillery. More air coming in, which is not good. You're falling back. Okay, let's go ahead and get that Marauder. So we can attack a heavy target with this.
Dropping the egg.
So let's go ahead and do that. Might work. Probably won't. And then we've got a large concentration of units in various different places.
Heading back home.
Nah, you could have taken that shot. Oh, he did actually. He did take that shot. So that's one of their units out. Fantastic. Let's keep moving forwards. Yeah, they're getting close to winning here. Right, let's go ahead and get the... Oh, I can't even see where you are, so...
Ready to take command.
No, you are. You just sit in there. So let's go and fire for effect on this target. Still out of sight, so we can't hit it. Which again is unfortunate. Looks like we've got something trying to flank us down on this side. So let's go ahead and work our way up here and see what that is.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to try and do something there with the machine guns. Let's keep firing on it. You guys are pretty beaten up.
Yes, sir.
Right. Fire on you. That should deal with that nicely.
Yes, sir.
MG42 there. We do have another Thunderbolt. Let's go and attack you. That Thunderbolt can attack you. Just trying to play the air game at the moment. Try and do as much with my anti-air as with my bombers as possible.
Need some covering fire? Changing position.
Can we get you in to go and do something over there? You do have ammo left, don't you? Yeah, just move in and get stuff done. Got a lot of units falling back right now, so let's keep rolling in with some tanks. Keep using all of the bombers where we can. Let's get you to fire for effect on that position. Right, where's that tank I called in over here? Did it ever arrive? There we go. Oh no, but I mean, you would think that a tutorial for a game would be a little bit more gentle.
At your orders. Back up,
It's a very, very difficult game, this. And, I mean, I'm the first person to admit that I'm not particularly good at real-time strategies anymore, but I've spoken to some people that are, and even they have said, yeah, it's insanely difficult. And it really, really is. Right, we do have some units moving in. They are still close to winning. I mean, I'm barely making any points at the moment, although it is fairly even. So I need to make up lost ground. I do need to sort of push my way forwards. Right, let's get this tank moving up here. You're falling back. We do have some units there, so let's go and work a fire mission on that.
4, 5, 3, 6.
Hopefully stop them moving forwards. They've got another flipping heavy tank over there. Let's get you moving in. Any more tanks? I guess we're going to have to use these lighter ones. Hopefully, it takes so long for artillery to fire. That's a problem. We need to sort you out. So let's go and work on that.
At your orders.
So if we can deal with you. We've lost a tank somewhere,
Sir. Engaging target.
which was unfortunate. It's probably you. You're going to be a problem. Right, we are hitting in over there, which is good.
Close. Listening.
Grasshopper, give me some line of sight. Right, we might need some anti-tank here. So let's start moving in.
War Daddy to Red
We'll
Leader.
attack you if
I
we
am
can.
listening.
You're very far away though. Don't have any more shots left on my artillery, unfortunately,
Yes, sir.
which is a problem.
Fire.
I get several units firing at the same time. Get the Grasshopper over here and the Mustang, so we can deal with their air. Their tank is actually going down, which is good. Everything else is just sort of reloading and refueling. Tank destroyer. As soon as you get a line of sight, go and deal with that. You hit it from the other side. You're out of ammo. Let's get you over there. You're falling back, which is excellent.
I hear you. Loud and clear.
We can get some damage done on you. That'll be excellent as well.
Red 6, mounted up.
Keep firing at you. The crew's knocked out apparently, but yeah, get a line of sight. When will you have a line of sight? Yeah, a while yet. I am managing to push my way in though, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and get another tank destroyer on this side. Let's go and get in some of our really good infantry. Push them right forwards. Here's some planes coming in, but we can deal with that. That's not an issue. Machine gunners are doing good.
I'll make ace yet.
You're falling back, which I love.
Sir.
Did we lose another tank over here? It looks like we might have done. Really want to destroy some of these tanks if we can. Right.
Waiting orders.
Start taking you guys out. Nope, this tank's coming back over here. This flipping Panzer at the far end, so keep your eye on that. We do have a Thunderbolt ready,
The pilots.
so let's go ahead and attack you. You need to be shooting at this guy.
Position.
Hopefully the bomber will get that dealt with.
Ready, sir. All right. I'm out of here.
Not actually a tank, but you've got the range. You might as well use it. You're falling back. You're falling back.
I am listening.
You've got no line of sight. Everything is going well now. You're a tank destroyer. You get over here, actually. You guys can come and disembark over here. It's getting intense, but we are getting there. What can we have? We can have another Mustang. Let's get another resupply truck. Let's get some more infantry on the field. Can we still not take you out? You're really annoying. Let's go ahead and deal with you with a Thunderbolt. Right click. You guys are getting suppressed. Can we get another arty? Oh, we can get the Calio. Oh, we don't have enough for a Calio. Let's get a mortar team in. Get the mortar team over on this side. Oh, we're losing ground over on the left here. I don't know what's going on down here.
Radio check, Red 1
They're obviously managing to get... So they have a heavy tank over here. Let's go and see if we can get an anti-tank in. Need 130. Let's just go ahead and grab one of these. It's not the greatest unit, but it might do for now. A Marauder. Let's just go ahead and get you to basically bomb that area. And that might be enough for us if we can just keep you guys sort of pinned down. Not too sure where that tank went. We might want to disembark over here somewhere. Do we have any more tanks left? Can't see tanks, so I'm going to assume we do not. Anti-tank. We can get one of you though, so let's go ahead and do that. Looks like we hit them over there.
Roger. Redeploying.
So we did push them back. You are anti-tank. Yeah, let's get you to go and disembark over there. That is a problem.
Checking belt, sir.
Yep, you guys just go and sort of hide in the trees. Could do with a bomber of sorts, it'd make life a little bit easier. You guys are all falling back, which is good. If only I had more artillery. Where's the... Did I actually get the Calliope? I know I sort of asked for it.
Well done, sir. You have proven yourself worthy on the battlefield with the knowledge that you've acquired.
Well,
You
even though I
understood
didn't win the
main
match...
victory conditions in Steel Division, and how to use economy and phases to your advantage. Be ready to ship for Normandy, sir.
I guess there's a 30-minute time limit on the rounds. And it's just whoever has the highest score by then. I do like the game. But yeah, I do think that it's very, very difficult. It is not an easy game at all. I did manage to score 300 points. And I got a decent amount of kills. I mean, I had about almost 75% of the number of kills they did. I just didn't hold the ground. That was the problem. Which is a bit of a shame. Looks like they got most of the early kills. They had a lot of sort of anti-tank and heavy artillery sort of at the start. And again, that's the great thing about this game is you have these different... Actually, who got the most kills? Yeah, see, most of my kills were with the planes. Particularly with my bombers. My bombers did a lot of work. I only killed one unit with my mortars. Yeah, again, my bombers were, and my artillery were pretty much doing all the work. So that was a shame. Most of my losses were to these things. Yeah, to their heavy guns. Oh well, bit of a shame. But at least that's the tutorial mission done. And that should be all the tutorial missions done now. And it is. Kurahi. That's my my achievement for getting all the tutorials done. So if you're not familiar with this game, you have these battle groups here. And you basically have Axis and Ally battle groups. And for each one, and we'll just call it new battle group because we're going to change it later on. So basically for all your battle groups, you've got all of these different divisions that you can have. And they all have a different leader. But you'll notice they have different specializations. So for example, this is an armored division. So it has basically more tanks available. But you can also see that the split between the different phases is different as well. So they're very, very weak in the early game. They don't have very many points to spend in the recon stage. But they get a lot more in the later stage of the game. Whereas, you know, somebody like the 101st Airborne, they're fairly evenly split across the entire battle. And then there are some that are a little bit... I mean, generally you still get more points as the phases go on, but there are some that are a little bit stronger. towards the early game. So obviously we've got tank divisions, we've got airborne, infantry, again more armoured, and mechanised divisions, so mechanised infantry. So you pick which one of these you want to use, and then you see they have a different number of slots. So picking the airborne, for example, we've got 10 different infantry slots we can use. Whereas if we... will it just let me go back? Well, it's a shame it just doesn't let you just go back one. So if we choose the guy who's an armoured division, we don't have as many infantry slots, but we have more tank slots. So that's basically the way that works. And as you can see, the amount of things that you can choose from, this is just the tanks, by the way. So any that have the letter A next to them, you can only use in phase A and B and C, but you can't use the ones with B on until the second phase. You can't use the ones with C on until the third phase. And you click on any of these units, and you can have a look at it in here. You get all the details about the unit. You can turn all of this stuff off, but you get all the details about the unit, the different types of weapons that it has, what type of damage that it does, the range, whether it's AoE, the different types of armor that the unit has, its speed. There's a lot of information here, and as you can actually pin this thing on and off, what you can do is you can select one unit, and then you can hover over another, and you'll see a comparison. So that's quite a nice thing. But yeah, I mean, just look at the number of tanks. It's a huge number there. If we go ahead and look at recon, again, not as many here. It's a smaller list, but you know, it's recon forces. Infantry, again, there's quite the list. You will notice that some of these are just repeated. So like anything that's on the same row is just multiple copies, and the green number indicates how many you get in a deck. So if I was to go and put that deck there, I basically have 4 of these army rifles, and they've got an anti-tank weapon. That's because they carry a bazooka. Basically, they'll carry an M1. So there are multiples. Then you'll see some that have this little white star in the corner. That means they've got a leader with them. So they basically get increased combat stats, and they also increase the stats of any other units that they are nearby as well. So that's your infantry. We've seen tank support. Again, there's a fairly big list of support vehicles in there. Anti-tank, again, it's still quite a list. Anti-air, not quite as many, only a few. Artillery. So there's quite a lot of units in here, and air as well. There's a decent number of planes. So I actually quite like that. And again, that's just playing as the allies. If we were to go back and look at Axis, when you pick which side, then you still have to pick this thing here. So it's a little bit weird. So we go into to Axis, and I think, of course, we're going to have different options available. So as you can see, we've got different recon units available. Infantry units are all going to be different as well. Different tanks. Some of the German tanks are really overpowered. Some of the Panthers, very strong. I mean, look, 14 armor at the front, 17 damage on these guys. This one, 21 armor at the front, 22 damage. Absolute bossly tanks. They're anti-tank. I mean, yeah, we were having a lot of problems with some of these things. Some of these cannons. What was the main thing that was attacking us? Was it like their artillery? They've got, I think, slightly more anti-air than the Allies have. Their artillery, yeah, I'm not even sure what it was that was wrecking me, but it was not fun. And then they've got the air as well. Again, not as much air as the Allies have. Oh, you can swap them here. There you go. Didn't even realise that. You can just go through and click on them all at the top. But yeah, there's a huge number of units to play with. Like I said, the only issue that I have with the game is its level of difficulty. I mean, there is a certain amount of micromanagement involved, and I think it's a very good game. I really do, and I want to get better at it. I really do. Just want to put some more practice in. I'm glad that I've got the tutorials done. The tutorials weren't included in the beta version, so it was a little bit of a nightmare. And I did actually print out a list of the keyboard shortcuts because there was a document that came with the beta version that had a list of the keyboard shortcuts. Since the full game has come out, I've realised there are more. There's approximately double. That was the original list of keyboard shortcuts. Most of these ones are just the controls for moving and stuff. But this list down here, this is all the shortcut keys. Because one of the interesting mechanics in this game is things like your infantry. Most of your infantry are deployed onto the battlefield in some sort of vehicle. So you arrive via vehicle and then you have to disembark and the vehicle disappears. So it's actually quite weird when you see units that have a support vehicle with them as well. So you've got buttons for hunting, which means you basically go and try and move while hiding in cover. You've got a shortcut key for fast move for certain vehicles where they try to stick to roads or take the quickest path. You've got the button to unload. You've got another button to unload at a various spot. There's just so many shortcut keys. Hey Githian, how are you doing, my friend? So, what I thought I'd do is, well, I was hoping that I'd at least, you know, maybe win the game on the boot camp, but I think I'm going to go in and have a look at the campaign. At least have a look at the first mission. And just to see how bad it is. Now, apparently the campaign isn't particularly long. It looks like there's only 12 missions in total for the campaign. Maybe there's more that pop up later on. They all say difficulty medium, hard, and very hard. Is there any that's easy? Because I've just failed on the tutorial mission. So this is Mission Boston on the Allied side. And I guess that our sort of battle packs or whatever they're called. I've forgotten the flipping name of them already now. What are they called? Battle groups. I guess our battle groups are already selected for us on this. So Mission Boston was the code name for the US 82nd Airborne Division's combat drop over Corentin on June the 6th. This veteran division from Sicily and Italy played a crucial role in D-Day's planning, for it landed at the extreme right flank of the invasion, which it had to secure at all costs. Although the drop went better or less badly than its sister division, the 101st, you can't really blame the 101st, they were basically dropped all over France randomly. The 82nd was scattered all over Courtine, and as a consequence, understrength or ad hoc units went on fighting to structure objectives intended for much larger outfits, such as Saint-Méréglise and the Murdest crossings. There's one thing I absolutely love, because I love Band of Brothers. I've watched that many times and I love that. And there's one particular bit in it where one of the guys, I can't remember who it was now, I'm sure he says it to... now, who does he say it to? I can't even remember who it was they say it to. But one of the guys turns around and just basically exclaims that we're surrounded. To which somebody else replies, "We're paratroopers, or with the airborne, we're supposed to be surrounded." Because that's essentially what happens. You get dropped in the middle of enemy territory, and the enemy is on every single side. So this is one particular mission, which is Hedgerow Hell. Major Warren, the invasion is well underway, although not exactly as we had planned it, but we will start the war from right where we are. As for you, the primary objective of your task force is to secure the crossroads at Audioville-le-Hubert and ambush any German forces trying to move against Utah Beach. Then counterattack as soon as possible to open the way for Saint-Méréglise for the 4th Infantry Division's assault units. Speed is of the essence here. Your secondary objective is to locate and silence the heavy anti-tank guns and howitzers, slowing the 4th Division's advance inland. Well, okay, we'll give it a go. Let's see what happens. It's probably all going to go terribly. Oh! Didn't realise we got FMV.
Last night, American and Allied airborne forces boarded their planes and took off towards France. Shortly after midnight this morning, and despite the German anti-aircraft defenses, our boys set foot behind enemy lines in Normandy. In the meantime, at dawn, the greatest armada ever assembled opened fire and proceeded to land assault troops on the shores of France. The liberation of Europe is underway as we speak.
Okay, so it looks like all we just get is some archival footage. Oh, no, maybe not.
Both airborne divisions have been blown to the four winds all over the Cotentin Peninsula. Let's hope it'll disorganize the Germans as we planned. Half the men have been misdropped, sir, including ourselves. We seem to have landed at the boundaries between our 82nd and the 101st. Way too far from the division's objectives at St. Mary-Glise and the bridges over the Merderet River. Yet, we aren't the only ones completely off mark. The first amphibious assault wave has just hit the beach right on schedule, but much further south than planned. That is, just east of our present position. New orders from Division HQ, sir. You are placed in charge of a provisional task force, gathering any isolated paratroopers in the area, whatever their unit, and securing Eau-de-Ville-la-Hubert to allow our ground force to exit the beach as quickly as possible. The city and vicinities are held by a mere company of infantry. We must seize it as quickly as possible and put Eau-de-Ville in a state of defense to repel any attempts by the Germans to recapture it, and then counterattack quickly to open the way. The German coastal defenses are manned by auxiliary troops of poor military value, but they are supported by heavy guns. Any help we could provide in destroying those guns would hasten the amphibious forces' advance inland.
I thought it was the 101st Easy Company that took those
Here's
things
our
out.
objective, Eau-de-Ville. Compose your battle group.
Right, so I actually have to compose the battle group for this one. Right, okay. Well, it's already automatically selected for us. We're at our maximum number of activations. We're mainly infantry and airborne, which is fine. The advantage that airborne units have in this game is that it doesn't matter if they're surrounded. So any airborne units have these little wings at the top of their picture, and basically that means that they don't suffer the morale defences for being cut off from their sort of retreat path, I suppose. I guess that's fine, actually. I'm happy with that loadout. So these are all friendly forces. We've got to push in hard here from the side.
Troops ready for deployment, sir. Just give the order to launch the offensive when you're ready.
So pretty much everything is already here. I'm just going to slow the game down a little bit to slow, just so I can start moving some units in.
Ready, sir?
It's a little bit weird for me having units that are already deployed on the battlefield. That's a bit strange. Let's go ahead and try and get the artillery in, not the artillery, the mortars in behind these buildings here. Supply truck can move in with them. The rifles are going to have to move in. So what I'm doing here basically right now is I'm giving orders to all of my units even before I've launched the battle. So this is a very useful thing that you can do. You guys are kind of all spread out. You guys, I'd like to go and get in these hedges if you can. I'm going to tell them to hunt, so they should try and stay in cover as best they can. Try and move forwards with the rest of my infantry. Getting in buildings. Buildings is good because buildings gives you protection.
Shoot first and ask questions later.
But let's just try and move some people forward. We've got some more scouts over here as well. So we're going to move in with whatever we can. Okay, is there anything that we specifically want to get involved here? We could probably do with some anti-tank, because I don't know what we're going to find. So we'll bring you in there as anti-tank. And I think we might just bring you up here on the road for now. So let's go ahead and launch battle. Hopefully everyone should start moving. All of these guys I haven't moved. So let's try and get these guys into buildings and stuff. We do have some Pathfinders here. So let's try and see what we can see with them. basically just make sure that we get everybody on the move. Right, let's go from slow back up to sort of normal speed.
Bitte, nicht schießen!
So we might end up getting attacked from the south here. Yeah, we can see where these heavy guns are because they're already sort of firing forwards, so... But apparently speed is of the essence, so this is what we're trying to do. We are trying to move in. We do need some line of sight before we can attempt to attack this place. I guess what we could do with you guys is we could actually start moving forwards with you. We can already see some units here. So we don't need everybody in this town. We'll start moving up so we can destroy some of these guns. We do have a
German supply
vehicle
truck
there.
spotted, sir. Let's commandeer it. Given that we're always short on ammo, it could prove handy in future battles.
That's true, as long as we can get to it. Unfortunately, it hasn't been abandoned.
Somebody knows where we're going.
But let's see if we can shoot that down.
To cut its line of sight.
Let's go ahead and drop some smoke down here.
Yes, sir. We're easy target here.
Oh, we've got the LG over here, which is not good.
I am in charge here.
Go and try and do that. Can we just unload you where you
This
are?
is where you get off.
Not too sure how useful you're going to be against anti-tank, but we'll do what we can. So,
Ready to fire.
let's go and fire there with the mortars.
Any orders? Open fire!
Try and do what we can there. We've got some units here at the back that are causing a bit of a problem. Let's try and sneak around if we can.
Shoot on sight.
Did I lose an artillery already? I think I might have done. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a mortar.
Turrets ahead.
Get you guys in over here. You are pinned down, unfortunately. Can you not fire at the moment?
Locating one of the field
No, you can only
batteries
hunt.
showing the beat, sir.
Really need to try and sort of move in here. Most of these guys are pinned down, so we can try and move in.
Yes, sir.
Let's get you guys to move in this way. And let's also get an artillery to come in from this side so we can bomb that building there. You're pinned down, which is unfortunate.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to blow this machine gun out, but struggling a little bit with that. They are pulling back,
Fubar.
so we're definitely making progress there. But MG42 is not good.
Back formation.
They're trying to move in over there.
Any orders?
Are they going into the building? You can just keep firing at that. Let's go ahead and get a resupply jeep over here, so that we can actually get some ammo coming in. You guys just keep firing on that MG.
Sir, yes, sir.
Right, you can move in around there. We're going to try and flank these guys if we can. Let's unload you guys where you are. You guys are going to try and fire on this house. These guys are getting pretty weakened. Let's go ahead and do that. That MG is getting weakened. Did we lose our artillery? I think we did. Another one over here, though. So you keep working on that. And now these guys are pinned down. If we actually move in with some of our units, we can get them to retreat or surrender. So let's go ahead and get in some of these buildings where we can. These units are pinned down, so if we run down here, we can get them to surrender. We've cleared this building out. Fantastic. There we go. There's that phrase. There's a lot of stuff that seems to be just taken out of Band of Brothers thrown in here. It's quite funny. Let's go ahead and see if we can get another mortar crew in here. Actually, we've still got these guys here. So if you can start firing on that, that'll be fantastic. Let's get these scouts in up here. Oh, no, we have found some guys over here. You can fire there. Might have to move in this
We
way.
haven't secured the objective yet, Major. Keeping the enemy under mortar fire or moving under cover of a smoke screen could ease our progression.
Let's get in. Let's just. We're out of mortars now.
For God's sake!
Let's get some machine guns coming in.
Enemy nearby. Protect the gun.
So you guys just get over there. We'll keep trying to get rid of these guys. We can probably get them to surrender. So if you get an enemy unit pinned down, you can cause it to surrender by moving a friendly unit close enough to it.
Ready to pound them, sir.
So let's go ahead and keep sort of firing on you guys. Got some pathfinders up here. We can probably move in. Not too sure what that is. What have we got going on over here? We've got some panzers or some panzerschrecks or something. Let's try and deal with you. Can we just get you guys to surrender, because you're quite annoying. So yeah, can we do anything about that? We did have an anti-tank, which we've still got. Let's try and hit you if we can. You guys are definitely falling back.
This war will be over by Christmas.
So let's sort of start moving in. Now, right, let's start moving forwards with the Rangers.
Ready to pound them, sir.
And we'll start moving forwards with the artillery as well. We definitely want to keep some of these units down here. In fact, no, we'll just sit in this sort of city more than anything, in the town. Okay, so you are now gone. You guys are saying you're pinned down, but I don't think you are.
Ready to fire.
Just keep firing on those guys.
Fire.
So you guys are going to head in over there. Artillery, no, we're still a little bit stuck. Infantry, let's get some engineers in. Resupply jeep is there. You're a resupply jeep as well. Yeah, so we're starting to occupy these buildings now.
Saluting the captain makes him a target for the Germans.
These are like all... Oh, you're still firing smoke. These are like all lines from Saving Private Ryan and Band of Brothers.
Yes,
Right, you're pinned down. If we can just run over there, we can just get you to retreat.
ready to take command, sir. Attack formation. Form up. Let's liberate.
So you're pinned down. Yeah, artillery should be just continuing to strike on these guys. You're going to continue to strike on there as well. Oh no, now we're both pinned down. Do we have some more units on this side? We've got another artillery. You can move in on this side. Let's start getting you guys up here now.
Platoon formed and ready.
Enemy will soon arrive. I guess we should basically bring as many units in as we can. Just basically engineers and rifles, and just basically load the city up with machine guns and stuff.
Ready for a fight.
Right, looks like we have managed to get some of them to fall back. It'd be nice if we could go and deal with some of those secondary objectives. Come on, mortars.
10 degrees
Finish these guys off.
Move on.
Moving in from this side. More enemy contacts. Here we go, lots more units coming in. So let's get some MG42s in these buildings.
We fix them, you flank them.
I'm going to put you in over there. Another machine gun. Let's go and put you in over here. There we go. They are starting to give up
We
now.
should bring MGs and AT guns to ambush any German reinforcements.
Let's start doing this. Right, can we go and find where these secondary objective forward-facing guns are? We might be able to deal with them. So you're an anti-tank gun. Let's go ahead and put you in over there facing down the road. We'll clear you out if we can. Do we have a spare recon company? Yes, we do. Let's go and start moving you over here. Excellent. Might be able to take out these heavy guns. Let's go and start moving one of the mortars up to assist as well. Looks like there's a heavy gun over here. So let's go and get you forwards. Let's get you over there. You're falling back.
Sir.
So we can sort of move in up there. Now we've got to hold this for like 27 minutes. Well, that's going to be fun. You guys are in buildings, which is fine. Most of you should be in fairly safe positions. I've still got a few units out here that haven't disembarked.
I'll let you off at these
So let's go ahead and do this. Let's try and keep some of the mortars just sort of out of the way. Resupply trucks need to be out of the way as well.
Spotted. Enemy column in sight. We must stop them.
My anti-tank guns aren't properly in position yet, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we'll do what we can. So there is a tank in there. It's going to be a little bit problematic. Let's go ahead and take these mortars. We're just going to basically do everything we can to fire in on this position. So that does seem to be where most of them are. We do still have this annoying unit at the back. So I think we'll take you and shoot at you. And we'll go and try and grab you if we can. Right, we've got a lot of problems coming in here. Looks like we lost our first anti-tank gun. You guys need to go and... most of your units will automatically go and find cover, which is a very good thing. So we'll just basically keep throwing mortar fire in on this. My anti-tank gun has decided to basically drive up through the middle of the road, which is not particularly great, but let's go and fire at you. Units are retreating, so that is good. Okay. Can we actually get you to retreat at some point? That would be fantastic.
Fire! Smash them!
Still can't find where those guns are yet. There's a machine gun over there. While still some more units coming in. That mortar unfortunately is pinned down. Let's try and move him behind the buildings if we can. Get him to fall back. Shoot at them from behind.
Heavy AT gun spotted, sir. We must destroy them or they will eat our tanks for breakfast.
Okay, let's get you guys to move back.
Closing on them.
Got a machine gun over there as well.
Guns primed and ready. 10 degrees up. Fire!
You guys are going to get into position to try and do that.
Yes, sir.
Let's get you up in one of these buildings.
We can't take much more of this.
So it looks like they are still going to try and send some units in, but that's fine. Let's get a command jeep in here as well. And we've got some howitzers. Let's get some howitzers in. And we'll probably need some like more MGs and stuff like that. Now you guys are pinned down, which is unfortunate. I want you to sort of get out of there if you can. Yeah, if we can hit that. Are you in range? Yeah, you are in range. You're just getting shot by that MG.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we're falling back now. You're just firing on a target anyway, so it doesn't really matter that we can't actually see what you're firing at.
Fire!
You've just discovered some panzers in there, which is a little bit unfortunate. What's going on down here?
This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren.
Definitely moving in with a lot of units. Again, let's just try and put as much fire in over here as possible.
Artillery at your orders.
Using our mortars to assist. Let's get a howitzer. Oh, we can't afford one. Let's get another mortar team in over here then.
Recon team, ready.
So let's get you guys in over there. Are they actually backing up?
We're operational.
That's nice of them, isn't it? Apparently there's more of those guns over there. We could do with another mortar moving in. So let's get you up that way. I know we were using you to help with these guys, but that's fine. So we've got a few of our anti-tank guns in there. A few MGs, some engineers. We have a anti-tank gun here as well. Let's move in with that command truck. Where's the howitzer that we called in? There it is, it's that one there.
Fire! Smash them!
Don't have a very good line of sight, unfortunately, here.
I am in charge here.
But we'll do what we can. We've still got these mortars.
Smash the
Where are all of my supply jeeps? One's over here. Can you sort of move over onto this side?
Get ready, boys.
We've got a anti-tank gun here of some description. Yep, you're getting your job done. Excellent work.
Fire. Keep your heads down, damn it.
Go in there.
Moving forwards with you.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
actually see now where these guns have gone.
We have men down.
Let's get you to go and disembark over there. Keep firing on that. Mortars can fire on that as well. Wow, this is getting hairy. Right, infantry. Start getting some more infantry in. Get some HMGs in as well.
Keep your heads down, damn it.
So we have lost a couple of units here, which is unfortunate. I cannot see where that gun battery is. There's one over there.
Jerry's dead.
We know we've got an MG over here as well. Ah, is it there?
Advised. Enemy sighted.
Right, tell me they can't see where I am. I don't think they can. So you guys unload. Now, recon units don't actually push the front line back, so the enemy doesn't know they're there. That's kind of the purpose of them.
Moving the gun, sir.
Don't move the gun, just stay there and face in the right direction. You fire at you. Where's my artillery gun?
Bites the dust.
Is that the artillery? Yeah, that's the artillery. At least I thought it was. Yep, there we go. A lot of guys hiding here in the bushes. So if you could deal with them, that'd be fantastic. Probably do with moving the MG forward a bit, so let's go ahead and try that. It's a little bit risky. We're taking some damage from something over here that I cannot see. So let's go ahead and get some recon units in over here. And we see what's happening, because we are losing a few units. Did we manage to push those guys off? Almost looks like we did. Is that unmanned? I don't think it is. Let's try and take it out. Sometimes you can steal them though. There's one over there that we need to get.
Yes, sir.
So let's move you in there. Let's move you in behind them. Looks like there's a couple going out anyway. We are still managing to hold them off. Gonna need another anti-tank gun in there somewhere. Come on, mortar, I really need you to be getting some stuff done here. Is there any better artillery we can get? Not right now. Let's get another supply jeep in. Right, you're falling back. Excellent.
Let's have a look around.
Well, you say you're falling back, but you're still there. So let's keep firing at you. Right, more units moving in from the south.
Ready, sir. I'll let you off at these coordinates.
Let's go ahead and disembark some more units.
Where are we headed?
At least units that we can disembark.
Moving out.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh, your Pathfinders have moved very far forwards there. Right, they've got mortars over here. They're well out of my range. Yeah, unfortunately those guys have pretty much had it, but that's fine. We might lose a few units, but I think we can hold out. Let's try and get some... let's get a howitzer in and try and get it around onto the opposite side if we can.
Recon team, ready.
Right, let's keep moving these guys forwards and see if we can take out the other guns wherever they are. Right, okay, where's my artillery over here?
Direct hit. We're listening. Enemy
I did have an artillery over here, right? Must have got destroyed by these guys. Oh no,
Platoon formed and ready.
still got these guys up here as well.
Need a lift?
Maybe we'll get this howitzer to go and help these guys on that side. And we'll get some more units coming in. We do have some anti-tank over here.
More kill.
So they will deal with a lot of these that are trying to come in. We've got the place sort of held down. It is annoying that we're taking so much damage from a distance, but they're really not getting in.
Can't take much more of this.
Phase C has started. You guys, unfortunately, are being screwed here.
Fire.
So if you can drop down some smoke, so those guys can't fire at me.
Yes, sir.
And then just go full on
10 degrees up. Fire.
attacking the spot. You are pinned down. Oh, they do have some of the units there. That's annoying.
Any orders?
You guys getting over there as well. They are trying to defend those guns quite well, aren't they? Got a lot of units in there. MGs, get you to do that. Lost a supply truck again. Come on, mortars, keep putting some stuff in there. If only I had some decent artillery. So losing a few bits and pieces. Let's try and fast move over here. So they'll try and get there as quickly as they can. Losing a few more units here. Let's get another mortar team in. Let's get some more infantry in as well. Right, you guys unload.
Attention!
Let's go and get you into some cover.
New Tiger service.
Start moving some of the MGs forwards a little bit.
Give us something to burn.
We've got some guys with flamethrowers here, so they might be useful if we move them in. It's an ammo explosion, that's not so useful.
Don't shoot.
Let's start moving in with the resupply truck.
Waiting for fire coordinates.
Let's fire on that. Let's just get you to unload right where you are.
Only on schedule, sir. The tank should already be rolling towards St. Mary Glees.
Yes?
Get you to unload. Go and attack those guys. There we go. We are pushing them back. There's still a few units trying to come in. I don't like it, but there's not much I can do about it.
Artillery.
Can't even see where those other guns are, so we could try and get some recon in there. Well, if I can see you, I'm aiming at you. So let's go and do that. Lost another Pathfinder.
We've used up all our ammo, sir.
Who's used all their ammo? Is it you guys? Yeah, it's you guys. We need a supply truck then. Supply jeep. Try and get you over there if we can. Recon units coming in.
Waiting for orders, Captain.
Mortars. You fire at that.
The tank is hit. We're all dead.
Lost another supply jeep already. Maybe I was a little bit too optimistic going for these secondary objectives.
Ready, sir.
Let's just see if we can just run in there and do that. 13 minutes left, maybe 14.
You're ready for a fight.
Yeah, we're losing quite a few units. Let's get another one of these command jeeps in. They're quite good.
For God's sake.
Can't afford more anti-tank at the moment.
Ready to fire.
Neither of you, or you've got some ammo left. So you fire at that.
6 rounds.
This is recon. So you're going to move up there. Supply jeeps coming in. So that'll be useful. You guys are... They still have that flipping
Easy company.
guy up here. Yeah, that's going to be tricky. It's mainly because... I mean, I don't even have to blow them up. All I have to do is...
Guns destroyed, Major. The road is open for the tanks.
Oh, apparently we're done. So let's just move everything back down. Let's not even bother with that. These aren't guys we need to be worrying about. Let's just get everybody back to the front line. Or the back line. Or whatever type of line this is. Engineers, you guys have got flamethrowers. Can you get in here and do some stuff?
Jerry's dead.
Anti-tank. Let's get more anti-tank in.
Ready to pound them, sir.
If you can fire on that, I'll be a happy man. Can we get any more MGs? Yes, we can. So let's get some more MGs in. We're just bringing back all of the units now. We don't need to deal with all of this over here.
Reservoirs are full and igniter all cleaned up.
Unfortunately, the guys with The guys with flamers don't have a lot of range.
Need a light, sir?
Yep, their MGs are going down, which is good. Right, AP engineers get to the front. Anti-tank, I want you to offload down there on the road. Command truck, moving down there.
Yes, sir.
MGs, go and get yourself in these bushes. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff over there. What do we have in artillery? There's some mortars there. Did we do it? No, just the front line disappeared there for a second and I was confused. Got some guys behind us, but we are getting support now. The tanks are coming through. Excellent. Excellent stuff. If we can keep firing on these guys and get them out, that'll be excellent. Ah, lost a jeep. That wasn't so good.
What's up, sir?
What have we got here? Is that an anti-tank gun? Looks like it is. Can you see from there? Nearly. You might be able to get a line of sight without moving too far away. Got another artillery. If we can get you in over there, behind those buildings. Just be careful where you're driving, because you're about to drive right through the enemy lines.
Ready to fire.
Let's move a little bit further forward with these guys. Oh, you've dropped off right there, have you? Well, that wasn't where I wanted you to go, but okay, fair enough. They're falling back. 10 minutes remaining. I guess we should make sure that we keep bringing some more units in.
Don't shoot. Let them burn.
Get some rifles in. Okay, we've got some fire coming in from down here.
Roger. Changing position. Out.
I can see roughly where those shots are coming
We're
from.
operational.
Enemy spotted.
There we go. So let's go ahead and put some shots in down there. Some more units trying to get in that way. More anti-tank is required. Let's just recon, but we do have more artillery moving in, so
That's the entire area. Recon team.
let's get some recon in some buildings. You guys are no longer pinned down, so if you wouldn't mind getting down here, that would be useful. And the allied tanks are now coming in to help. Alright, Kenny, thanks a lot for dropping by, man.
The tanks are almost there, sir.
They're very slow-moving tanks.
Major. Time to counterattack and open the way to St. Mary Glees.
Counter-attack? You mean you want me to move forwards into what?
Primed and ready.
So we know we've got shots coming from here somewhere.
10 degrees up. Fire.
So yeah, let's try and get you guys over here so we can see what's happening. More mortars coming in, that's going to help.
Firing position.
Let's get these recon guys moving down as well.
This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren.
Get some more guys moving
Comes the mighty
further
East, sir.
south.
Duck your head.
Got another anti-tank gun here.
This is where you get off.
Setting up.
Well, here are the bombers. This is going to help.
It's down.
Some more infantry in. Yeah, I bet that's just dealt a big blow to their ability to attack. And yeah, there's still shots coming from over there. We'll try and do that. We are still out of requisition points. Take that thing out, if you wouldn't mind.
For God's sake.
The quicker you can get that down, the better. So yeah, we want to have a cheeky look in this direction and see what we can spot.
Scouts.
If we can get you guys over here, that'll help. We're pinned down with a lot of units. It's mainly these things down here.
We've used up all our ammo, sir.
So we really want to try and get them taken out. You can do that.
There as soon as possible.
Recon guys get into the bushes. Right, now we know where you are. I mean, we had a rough idea where you were anyway. But another one on this side.
Ready, sir.
To be fair, the tank can probably deal with
Start
that.
pushing.
Let's get you to disembark. Let's get you over here as well. Yeah, these guys are starting to try and move. We're right near the edge of the map now, so they really are sort of on the cusp of giving up. Well, let's go and help with this. There's an MG over there, which we could do without. Let's get you out of there before you get permanently stuck. Okay, the mortar's down. Aiming at that mortar. Probably not going to get it. Let's bring you forwards.
Spacing.
Some more guys here we can drop off. More mortars.
Scouts at your orders.
Let's get these flamethrower guys starting to move forward. Where are these guys coming from?
At your orders.
Let's just go and get them to surrender. You guys need to move over here.
Line of sight.
They've still got a few units down there we could do with clearing out. Unfortunately, our mortars move quite slowly. Guess we get some jeeps in. And anything that is anti-tank at this point is going to be useful. So some of the tanks are falling back. Mainly just want to bring my mortars forward, although I don't have many left. Right, you guys get in over here. Right, you've dropped your sticks already, haven't you? You can get in over there. Right, you're falling back. That MG is going to be a problem. So let's get you... You are out of ammo. Do we have a supply truck? Don't have any supplies right now, which is problematic. Means we are short on ammo. You can't fire at anything. Although we can use smoke and block line of sight for certain things.
Enemy spotted.
So let's go and do that.
Formed and ready.
I'm moving some units down.
Yes, sir.
I should have looked after my supply trucks better. You guys go and drop your sticks off in these bushes. To be fair, the Germans are getting pretty squeezed in the middle now.
The road is open, Major. There's no time to lose. We must reinforce Colonel Ekman and St. Mary Glees. 6 M4A1DD are driving inland with our troops, sir. Not bad for a day's work, but maybe we could have gotten a few more if we had proceeded faster.
Well, it looks like I've completed the mission. Excellent. So that was still very, very tricky. That was a hard mission. Does it say kills in total? Casualties in team. Yeah, so we killed 1,870 and we had slightly fewer casualties. I was like, we did slightly better there. We lost quite a few things to this unit, and this one as well. Yeah, they're what looks like artillery. I'm trying to guess from the icon. So their artillery did a lot of damage to a lot of my units. And most of my kills, again, a few from mortars, a few from infantry. My MGs did a fair bit. These AB rifles, look at that. These guys killed loads of people. I guess they were the guys stationed near the front that were getting all of the ones that were surrendering when they were being bombarded by the mortars. Nice. But I think I might end the stream there because it is so hot. I'm absolutely melting. And like I said, it was mainly... I want to make a video on this game. I don't want to make a series because I want to make more one-off videos. They do seem to be a lot more popular than doing long-running series. But I wanted to just get a bit of practice of the game, play it a little bit, try and at least win a mission before I went ahead and made a video about it. But, I mean, I think I understand the mechanics well enough to play. I'm just not particularly good at it, but it's still enough to show the game off and show exactly what it is and what it is about. So, thanks a lot to all of you guys who dropped by for the stream. I will see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.